Brutally honest advice for getting an aesthetic physique. So my story, I committed to my first cut on April 2025. I was 23 years old. I started at 88 kilograms, and around mid-December, I was 66, 65 kilograms. Shit was crazy. I learned some stuff. I fucked up a lot. I wasted time a little bit here and there. And I'm very grateful for that because I have so many stories to tell you or advice to give you because I've learned from all of the fuck ups. Yeah, let's get into it. I have four distinct advice that I have to give you. First one would be you have to have a deep why or many deep whys. What I mean by that is just wanting to look good, just wanting to have a lean physique is not enough. Just wanting to look good in the summer, on vacation, on the beach, it's not enough. You have to ask yourself many times, why do you want an aesthetic physique? Many times. It can be that you have to ask the same why 4 times till you get an emotion, till you get a reason that triggers a deep emotion within you. It may be 8 times that you ask yourself, but sooner or later you have to find that one or many reasons that will trigger such an emotion within you that taking an action feels like a relief. For me, it was something in the way of I don't want to look miserable. I deserve to look better. My life is not made for this body. I am destined for something better. This is like more inspirational stuff, or like I also had shameful stuff like I am disgusted by myself. I don't want to look so weak anymore. And like having both reasons for a vision and an anti-vision helped me to keep a constant motion forwards. You can have inspirations that you're striving towards. My bad, a little bit sick. But I really had to I couldn't sit there anymore and like mentally masturbate about making a video. I just gotta make the video. So you have inspirations that you're striving towards, but some days they will be not enough. Some days you will just not give a fuck about them. On those days, it's also important to have reasons that you're running away from, like feelings that you're running away from, miseries, regrets, if you don't get an aesthetic physique or just generally look good, look healthy, feel great as well. One of those will work. Either one day a negative anti-vision reason motivates you. Maybe on some days those motivations don't work, so you need a vision reason, right? From your vision board or like all the reasons that you have. Second advice would be 90% of your transformation is going to come to counting your calories. If you're gonna lose fat, it's gonna change almost everything for you, for real. Like, especially for my guys who already like kind of lift, but they don't know how to dial in their nutrition. They have some muscle, but they don't know how to lean down to show all of it. You have to learn just one habit of tracking your calories, making yourself aware of your consumption. That's it. This one habit. And by knowing how many calories you have to eat every day, by knowing how much protein you have to eat every day, focusing on those two numbers every day will give you all the freedom to eat whatever you want, as long as you stay within your means, right? As long as you stay within your caloric budget and you hit your protein, you're good. How you do it doesn't really matter, you know? As long as you feel great, perfect, keep doing it. But if you just learn this one habit, it will cause 90% of your whole glow up. Like if you pack on a little bit more muscle from training, perfect. But most of it, even like the muscle you have, will be so much more visible because you're lean, because you're shredded. Everything has curves. It's not just one blob of like muscle and fat. It's a defined arm. Here's a vein, here's the muscle. It starts here, ends here. You can see how it contracts depending on how low your body fat is, but it's just one single fucking habit. Track your calories and weigh yourself. It would be ideal as well. Look at the weight if your weight is going down, but it all comes from you counting your calories, staying in a caloric deficit. That's it. The second advice. The third advice would be fuck ups are okay, don't stress it. If you have a cheat day that wasn't planned, it happened, life happens, which is okay. I had it, my clients had it. You have two ways dealing with this. First one would be wake up the next day and just pretend nothing happened. Stay in deficit. Start over. Don't stress it. You don't have to do extra cardio because punishing yourself for that day will create even more negativity around, with your relationship with food and fitness. Don't stress it. Start over the next day and just try your best to stay consistent this time. Second way would be if you track your calories and you know your weekly deficit, right? So if I have 500 calories of deficit every day, from Monday to Sunday, that's 7 days, that's 3,500 calories of deficit. Depending on if you tracked how much you overate, you can adjust the following days so that your weekly deficits either stays intact or you just minimize the damage. But it comes to your caloric knowledge. If you count your calories, you know how much deficit you have, you know that there are 7 days in the week, you can manipulate your weekly deficit or manipulate the days so that your weekly deficit still stays intact, but you have different days. It comes to your knowledge. But those are the two ways. In both scenarios, don't give up, don't feel bad. It's not gonna bring anything. Firstly, secondly, your progress is not gone just because of one day or maybe a couple of days you binge, whatever. Shit happens. As long as you don't give up, you start over the next day, we're still going. It's gonna take a little bit longer, but that's okay. Shit happens. But generally, wake up the next day, start over as if nothing happened. And just try your best to stay more consistent this time. My fourth advice, which would be learn to deal with stress without finding comfort in food. When life happens and shit happens, you have to learn to deal with that stress without searching for comfort in food, without binge eating and eating yourself into a food coma so that you sleep, so that you don't have to think about all these problems. You will have to just learn to raw dog the stress. Just raw dog the stress. Or drink Coke Zero. Or okay. I zero monster dog my stress, okay? Like I'm stressed. Absolute fucking bliss, brother. Oh. You see, I feel so much better. So much better. Just raw dog the stress. 0 calories, 2 calories. Okay, I'm gonna go do some steps. It's all gone. That's it. Like, you gotta learn. Or find something else. Go for a walk. That's I go for a walk. Take a cigarette, 2 cigarettes, go for a walk. You're burning calories. It's even better. Okay, don't take the cigarettes, whatever. Be more healthy than me. But go for a walk. Breath work. I will have here somewhere the box breathing technique. I have used this so much. It has helped me so much every time. I need around 4 to 6 rounds of 4-second breathing. So I'm like, oh, I'm chill. Everything's okay. I was just bugging. I need 4 to 6 reps of this box breathing technique. So that would be my advice, which is which doesn't have to do right now much with lifting and shit. If you want to learn about lifting, you can check out my Substack or my free library where I have splits. I have free ebooks on lifting and nutrition. I have a dummies guide, Fat Loss 101, which is the most easiest way where I show my fat loss process with the screenshots of what I ate, how it looked like, how did my weight change over the months, and just my experience. So yeah, hope to see you on the next videos.